am extremely worried for this video. I hope he's trolling. I hope this is just a clickbait video. You know what I mean?
What's the name of the person?
Gritty. And the title of the video is Kakuzu would destroy Jiraiya, which we know that's blatantly ridiculous. And in the description, it says raw durability versus sounding level. Okay, and then he says, sorry about the little sound issue. If you notice him, I don't have a problem with the story being above data. It's just a trashy argument that he's been using for years, which drives me insane. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about, but all right.
This guy's trolling.
Oh, he is trolling?
Yeah, this guy's trolling.
Okay.
I can already tell, but not just the description, but like what you just said.
All right, so I'm hoping he's trolling because whenever someone says raw durability, that means they're antagonizing Noodles and Parrot, and basically are against the bullshit ass Kakuzu scaling. So I'm assuming he's trolling. I really hope so. Otherwise, this is going to be a very, very fun debunk. And me and Ken are just going to cook this guy. I'm sorry. There's no remorse at that point. Nothing but love and passion. You know what I mean? And if he ever, and I don't care who the fuck it is, if you get butthurt and you don't like our debunks or whatever, or you disagree or whatever, yada, 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 or you think we're fucking idiots or whatever, you're always more than welcome to come to Discord and we can hash shit out right there and then, like grown-ass men. So, anyways, let's get it.
Just simple, straight scaling. Base Jiraiya above base Naruto above Kakuzu.
Literally. That's simple. Naruto literally needed Sage Mode in order to surpass fucking Jiraiya. But we're going to get into the video. This is a really, not really an interesting topic, but kind of a really weird topic. I'll put that. But you guys know the vibes. Make sure to check out Ken Rock. He has a YouTube as well. He'll either be in the title of the video or in the description. I always do either or. You guys already know if you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. He's recently done some cool What If Sasuke videos for, I think if he had Genjutsu or some other shit. So you guys want to check those out, you can. Eventually, I'm going to be releasing my version of that as well, which also has Loke and Ken with me around the time, and we have to eventually finish it because we still have not finished that. It's been a while since we last did that, but that'll also be really fun. And Sasuke having Genjutsu, basically in a nutshell, changes a lot of things tremendously. It's a big deal. But anyways, we're going to get into this video. Enough side chat. Let's get it.
Boy.
Oh, and I don't know who Gritty is, but I'll make sure to put him in the description down below or in the title. Same thing, just with Ken. Make sure to check him out, give him all the love and support, you name it, whatever. I believe he probably does a bunch of Naruto content. Wouldn't surprise me. I'll even pull him up. Okay, yeah, so he does Naruto. He does fucking Boruto, apparently. You name it. Cool. Apparently he even gave his thoughts on the Seth shit. Interesting. And then Tobirama would destroy the Akatsuki. That's fucking retarded, but okay. But yeah, anyways, he has a lot of videos, so it's really interesting. Yeah, so we're going to get into it. You guys already know the vibes. I'm also going to make sure to put him in my notes so I don't forget about him. And this way we can continue on to watch more and more videos of Mr. Gritty. We're going to watch, basically, you guys know, any YouTuber that does Naruto content, they're going in the notebook, and I would do my very, very best to keep up with their content and watch all their shit and go from there. Let's get it.
I think that Datara and
I can't see the video if you're playing it.
Oh yeah. I forgot I gotta over here I gotta share shit. How dare I? Alright, let me know if you can hear and see it.
Kakuzu are dubs for Jiraiya.
Oh my god, bro.
Yep, there we go.
Okay.
And Sasori
Why does everybody always pick on Swakage?
He's the big name. You throw his name in there, the algorithm picks it up.
Literally, bro, like, bro, you guys know me. I don't ever, it's once in a blue moon for me to react to Swakage. You know what I mean? Better yet, I don't even have old videos of me reacting to it. You know what I mean? I've seen all of Swag's videos to where there's really no point of reacting to him. You know what I mean? Because I just leave the guy alone. He really gets so much fucking unnecessary attention. And then whenever he has new videos, I'll react to those because I know you guys enjoy it. That's the only reason. Everybody else is either because of bad intentions, being envious of the guy, okay, envious or jealous, or 3, think they're better than him. You know, like, I don't get it. Like, leave him alone.
Or they're just using his name to get, like, attention.
Yeah, literally, or using his name to try to have clout or to fucking boost your views or this and that and yada. Like, if you gotta do that in order to be relevant, bro, like, that's just sad. I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to be a dick, but I don't understand that shit. Like, I don't even personally do that. Like, 6, any of the things I've ever done with him personally, whether if it's streams, content, whatever, He has done that because he asked to be around me or Jay, etc. We don't go and ask him. He comes and asks us. You know what I mean? And then if there's ever moments where we're just feeling the vibe, I'll even shoot a text like, hey, Six, you want to fucking chill and hang? He does it, whatever. Like, any people that I've associated with that are really big YouTubers, whatever, etc., you name it, it's because literally we're all just being normal human-ass beings. We don't give a fuck. We're here for just the love and passion. And regardless if there's some competitiveness, disagreements, whatever the case may be, we're all here. We all bleed the same blood. That's it. That's simple, right? Like, I'll just never understand to this day why everybody is so weird with these big YouTubers. I don't get it. But anyways, let's get into it.
Stronger than Datara.
Swag. Swag.
Yes, Papa.
What the fuck am I watching?
I don't know, but I'm going to go drink some bleach after this.
What is this?
Was.
This looks like a fucking horror fucking game from a goddamn, like, Indian shit or something. I don't know.
It's like Jiraiya's
It makes me
beating up
think of Don't
Datara
Hug Me, I'm Scared.
and Sasori in base.
Enough from the clown! Jiraiya, one of the
Funny
legendary
edits, I'll give him that, but, like, why?
Sanin, the Toad Sage, both godfather and sensei to Naruto Uzumaki, a hero, a legend.
Why does he sound like this? I'm really not trying to be mean, YouTube. But why does he...
I think he's just trolling, and this is just the way he does it when trolling.
Yeah, right? Like, why does he sound like that, bro?
Versus Kyak! Right off the bat,
Yeah. Yo, that's such a jab at Noodles, bro.
using Sage Mode Jiraiya. Base gets utterly destroyed by anybody who isn't complete fodder. His best quote-unquote feat is low diff in Konan, and since everybody thinks that she's poopy, I'm just left wondering, why even mention?
That's a low diff, though? To Konan? All he did was move and shoot oil and beat her. That's a no diff, bro. That ain't a fucking low diff.
It then. Let me tell you a secret. Konan wasn't actually going all out against Jiraiya because she still had feelings for him. That's her character. She's like sweet and stuff. And it's heavily implied, of course. But it
I don't
seems
know about the sweet part, you know. Like, she got a little bit, you know. But then again, she's over here suffocating ninjas with paper and shit.
Wait,
like this.
What?
I'm out. Where does anyone get that she was like holding back against Jiraiya? I didn't get that at all. Like, if anything, you think she'd want to go full out because like she really wants to protect like Nagato, because that's like her last surviving friend.
Yeah.
And like they hate Jiraiya at this point in time because they like believe like he turned his back on them.
Yeah, there's many reasons to back that notion up and strengthen it, and that's a fair argument. It makes sense. The implications or the things that people normally argue is because of their relationship to begin with, like their bond and everything. And like, you know, no matter what, like having feelings regardless of how things go, like, you know, you're still gonna have some little strings in a way. It's kind of like demonstrated in all kinds of franchises, Star Wars, you name it, etc. And even Pain, he kind of hinted that in a certain way too, because like Pain could have easily killed Jiraiya like from the fucking get-go. Yeah, he was literally like fucking around with him, flexing, talking shit, you name it, and taking his sweet ass time. So like basically where people get at is with Konan, like she fought whatever, and then like, you know, but in that she was more than likely just holding back or whatever, and because really like she didn't like go fully all out, like, you know, like,
Well,
you know, but
I don't think she wanted to kill Jiraiya, but she was not holding back.
yeah.
Like, maybe you can make an argument for Nagato, but I'm gonna be honest with you, Nagato is a lot more emotional than Konan is.
Yeah. One thing like you can say for Konan, because at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna be honest, like I feel like you could definitely argue that she could be potentially holding back, but at the same time, there's this more for like, given that she's more than likely not, that she still does have feelings and you name it, but all because you have feelings doesn't mean you necessarily have to hold back, you know? So, and then not only that, like Pain flat out just tells her like, hey, I don't give a fuck if he's our master, can you kill him, please? And she's like, okay, and she just goes to kill him, like she was directly ordered by him, you know? So like, no matter what it is, I can at least understand why people say she could hold back. Like, you can definitely rationalize it. You know what I mean? There's certain implications or reasonings you can use for why she would, compared to like, so like if you compare her like against Jiraiya and then against like Obito, you know what I mean? Like, it's a flat out big difference, you know? But I get what you're saying too. So
This has become the new Deidara admitting that he's weaker than Sasori. If we use anything we can get our hands on to scale Konan, then she's above Sasori, who has KCM scaling, and she also bothers Orange Mask Obito for a bit, even though she was extremely fatigued and got stabbed, which is more than enough to put her above everybody. Cause Obito, yeah. Following this logic, Sage Mode would put Jiraiya with the likes of Hashirama.
wait, we are doing some crazy ass chain scaling and jumps right now. What is happening?
Yeah, he's just scrolling, man.
He's going.
That is just the worst scale I've ever seen.
Goddamn. What is fucking happening?
Level up.
Yeah, like.
And not even one shot of pain. This may sound
Like, how do you go from Konan fighting Obito to meaning now Konan beats everybody, which once again, there's plenty of context, etc., you name it, and Konan does not actually scale to Obito. She scales in a sense, but not like to full power Obito, or him like being bloodlusted and just wanting to end it. But like, how do you go from that to fucking now Jiraiya with Sage Mode is HASHIRAMA level? Where the fuck did you get all that? Like, what? This is 2022, so meaning the Minato one shot was never around either. So I don't know where the fuck he's getting these jumps from, bro.
sound like I'm trying to downplay him or something, but the Pains have garbage durability. Naruto one-shot...
Oh, come on! Get the fuck out of here! Oh, he has to be trolling, bro. Pains have goated durability. Tendo Plane's blocking multiple hits from Sage Mode Naruto. He's blocking multiple hits from V2 Six Tails fucking Naruto. The Pain that brings people back from life literally tanked a Rasengan and survived. Like, there's so much fucking shit. Like, get the fuck out of here with that, bro. Like, oh my god, I can't stand that.
With Taijutsu.
Bro, the Ashura path got smashed by Choji's father or Choji himself, stabbed by a Raikiri, and still got up and defended Tendo Pain. Like, shut the fuck up, bro.
And one with a base Rasengan. Konohamaru does the...
Okay, so this one right here, just because I didn't know he was going to show this, this Pain right here actually doesn't get taken out by Konohamaru.
Thank you!
This Pain's fine. But, like, there's one where, like, Naruto, like, feels the need to hit, like, one of the paths of Pain with, like, 2, like, Rasengans just to guarantee he gets taken out.
Literally, the death one, the one that brings... He doesn't use 1, he uses 2, and he's in Sage Mode, mind you. Like, and another thing, once again, like, I'm just gonna mention this, and I mentioned this in another reaction video before, and that you guys eventually see, depending on what order I release my videos in. But I'm eventually doing a durability video, scaling video, of how durability actually works in Naruto. And I'm not going to give all the details because I'll give all that information for the video, and it'll be really interesting for you guys to see. And I think it's going to be a very underrated topic because there's a lot of misconceptions based upon durability. And most importantly, there's not a single YouTuber, at least to my knowledge, that has ever made a video about how durability works in Naruto. So I think it's going to be a really good topic. But I will say one simple thing. Any Naruto character, all of them, every single one, even 6-path level fucking characters, all have human durability. The only time they don't have human durability is if they're using chakra and enhancing their body to do super fictional fucking shit that we could never do in the real world. It is blatantly demonstrated throughout the entire show of Naruto, Part 1, Shippuden, and even Boruto. There's a common, there's a... Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
One of the things I was going to say is, like, we know, like, Naruto has a Hokage, like, this, like, galaxy, like, busting, like, being. So, like, he's able to be stabbed with a sword, like,
literally,
not, like, focusing on it.
Literally. Like, you have to be focused and you have to react to that exact moment in order to increase your durability, in order for you to not get fucked up. We've seen plenty of fucking examples. I'm not going to say all those examples, and once again, I'm not going to get into that fully because that would be for the durability video, but there is an abundance of amount of evidence to prove that shit, okay? And I'm so tired of, like, the weird, whether if it's just blatant ignorance or if it's just people trolling and being a rat or whatever, or if it's just blatantly people just don't mean it and just go off from what they see and they truly just believe that. Even 6 out of all people thinks Minato is Splinter level, okay? So Like, no matter what, it's extremely weird and dishonest, and I don't understand. But once again, that is happening and will be released soon, either by the end of September or bare minimum will be done, or the video will be released by October. It'll be in September or October. That'll be my Halloween gift for you guys. But just putting that out there, and just like what Ken said, this Pain does not get taken out. There's so many idiots that claim that he was taken out by Konohamaru's Rasengan, okay? And that never happened. Noodles' dumbass has done it. Any other fucking clown that associates with him. Many other YouTubers have done it. Bro, if this motherfucker got taken out, how the fuck does the robot Path of Pain get brought back to life? Did you guys ever think of that? Like, literally the robot Path of Pain gets killed and he brings him back to life. It's literally shown. And then Pain fucking launches the summoning Path of Pain in the air, lands in front of Naruto, okay? The summoning path summons all the fucking Pains, okay? And they're all there ready to fight Sage Naruto. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's like people just don't read the manga or don't watch the anime. I don't understand.
Exact same thing to another. So as nitpicky as this may sound, not being able to one-shot a Pain is actually a really bad thing. Jiraiya's most destructive jutsu has to be the Odama Rasengan.
That's also not true. He has plenty of jutsus that are really fucking powerful. Bro, he has that one jutsu with the fucking toad where he's over here pulling a Datara's final explosion feat against a snake with just Gumbunta and fucking fire style and oil release. He literally pulled a Datara feat in part 1. Like, so that's also not true. He has many, many things. I don't know if you want to give a little bit more on that, Ken, but like, I don't know why he thinks only a massive rising god is the only thing, but okay. So
he should be able to hurt, because that's stupid, because he's able to hurt Orochimaru. Yeah. We sit there and say like your attacks and all that have to like be relative to your durability. Then he should be able to like hurt Orochimaru would have like 4 tails level that's like durability.
Yeah, and that's another common misconception that hint will also eventually be talked about in my durability video. There's actually a lot of people that think like, oh, if I use a fucking massive Rasengan or Chidori, that scales to my durability as well. That is also a common misconception and blatantly retarded. What's it called? Like, we see the Third Raikage as a blatant example to debunk that entirely, and there's plenty of other evidence as well. If we're going to sit here and say Sasuke's durability is as strong as Chidori, that is insane. If we're going to sit here with Naruto or Kakashi, you name it, that is just retarded. Okay? So, no matter what, just putting that out there. But bottom line is, like, for him to just say only massive Rasengan is the only thing that Jiraiya has that's actually strong, that just doesn't make any sense. A normal Rasengan from Jiraiya in base or even in Sage mode would be extremely fucking powerful.
To be able to carve away a mountain. That's it, guys. Our boy can beat up Kakuzu.
No.
After the Yugito fight, we can clearly see that a mountain was destroyed. You can say that this was the result of Maratabi's fireball.
I already see what he's about to do. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, well, this is why I already know it's going to be cool. A lot of these people, they say like Kasame and Kakuzu have like relative scaling.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is like, Kasame is smart, and he knows about the ninja around him and all that, because he doesn't underestimate, he gives people props. And he just flat out, like, admits that, like, Jiraiya is, like, better than him.
Yeah. Literally.
So, like, if you sit there and say, like, that's, like, they're relative, then you just have to admit that Kakuzu, like, loses to Jiraiya, which is supported by, like, every other scaling you could properly do.
Yeah, or Kakuzu apparently, apparently Kakuzu could beat, like, Kasame and shit, too, and you name it, you know, but literally, like, I already know what he's about to do. He's basically about to say, like, oh, okay, Jiraiya has mountain levels of AP or whatever. But then we see Kakuzu and Hidan off-screen fight Two Tails. And then we see a mountain that was destroyed or some shit or whatever. Meaning, therefore, Hidan and Kakuzu had to tank a tail beast bomb. You know, like, now they have, like, that raw durability, bro. Also extremely fucking dishonest and retarded. And doesn't make any goddamn sense. Because literally, the only characters that we had actually seen definitively to tank tail beast bombs is the Raikages, Pain, Minato as a fucking kid, okay? And that is literally it. Like, nobody else, unless you want to count, like, Six Path or fucking, or KCM2 Naruto and all that other shit, you name it. But, like, as for normal fucking people, you name it, those are the only people. Never, ever, ever has it been implied or even shown that they could tank a fucking tail beast bomb. As a matter of fact, Hit-On, who literally has very extremely equal or relative scaling to base Kakuzu, okay, is jumping out of the way of a fireball. It's actually going to show it. Let's see if it shows Hit-On jump. Watch this shit. Look at this. Look at that motherfucker. He just jumped right there. Yet, they can tank Biju bombs? Okay, so this doesn't make sense. Why the fuck am I going to jump out of the way of an attack that's weaker than a Biju bomb, but yet now I can take Biju bombs? Literally, in his own video, he just fucking debunked himself. Like, it's so absolutely fucking ludicrous. We see Kakuzu and Hit-On get fucked up by fucking Raikuri, by the way. We see them get, Kakuzu gets fucked up also by a Rising Shuriken, you name it. He could also get fucked up by a Rising Gun if he's over here getting fucked up by a Raikuri, which a lot of people also don't understand and can't ever think of. You know what I mean? You name it, like, it's fucking retarded. The best durability feat that Hit-On's ever had was tanking Kakuzu's wind style attack. But that's literally it. Kakuzu's best durability feat was literally tanking fucking Choji's like big ass ball attack, and that's literally it. That's the only durability feats they've ever been shown to have. That's it. There's nothing else.
Oh, and he needed Diamond and Morph for that feat as well.
Yeah, literally to block Choji's fucking fodder ass AP power. Well, to be fair, Choji's actually really powerful, but either way,
not at that point in time.
Yeah, but not at that point in time, but I mean, like, just taijutsu wise in a certain sense, like, Choji is pretty underrated with taijutsu, but either way, like, bottom line is, like, it's point proven what I'm saying. Like, you think Choji can now ball into a Biju bomb? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, come on. If Kakuzu's having to use diamond armor to deal with Choji's fodder-ass taijutsu attack, you're really gonna tell me fucking now Choji and him can tank Biju bombs? What world does that make sense? That makes no fucking sense, okay? And that's also, you would have to argue, that apparently Raikuri or Rising Gon, okay, can also, like, fucking basically beat Biju bombs and shit. You know what I mean? Like, we do know that the Rising Gon is technically created to combat against Biju bombs now, and that the Rising Gon is basically a human version of a Biju bomb as well, and Raikuri is basically a sword of basically a Biju bomb sword in a sense as well. But all because you have a Rasengan or a Raikuri doesn't mean you necessarily scale to Biju's level of power. You know what I mean? You have to have that power in the first place. Just kind of putting that out there, and that's blatantly demonstrated over and over in Naruto, where we see Naruto as a kid with a Rasengan and what it can do, to what fucking Minato can do, then to the difference what fucking Jiraiya can do. Everybody has different levels of power. That's like saying Yamato's wood style is the same as Hashirama. You know what I mean? There's so many fucking examples I can go all day, every day. Bottom line is, nowhere at any point in time is there ever any evidence to say that Kakashi with his Raikuri can combat a Biju bomb, or Naruto and Shippuden in base can combat a Biju bomb and a Rasengan. There is no evidence for that. Only Minato is the only one to be able to do shit like that. Or Hashirama, or Madara, or now you could even argue the possibility of people like Itachi and Pain as well. Okay? So, once again, I don't understand this shit. It's such a dishonest fucking thing. Now, I'm gonna be completely blatantly honest, just like what Ken was saying as well. I do greatly believe Gritty is more than likely trolling in this video, because there's just no way. There's no way. But I don't know. Who the fuck knows?
Kakuzu saw this and still believes that physical attacks can't do shit to his diamond morph. And
Alright, if you actually go back and look at that, it says virtually useless against me. If you analyze the definition of virtually, that means literally that most attacks can't hurt me, but there are still some that can. And we literally see that with the fucking Raikuri. So,
if you want to be technical as well, he says physical attacks.
Yeah.
So he could be replenished just like taijutsu.
Exactly.
Because that's right after like they had just tried to go in and hit him.
Yeah.
A bunch of times with like physical weapons and like Choji's human boulder.
And that actually makes sense possibility wise, because consistently it's working against blades, swords, paper bombs, Choji's taijutsu, etc., etc. But whenever we see ninjutsu being used against it, such as Raikuri or blatantly like a Biju bomb or Rasengan or Rising Shuriken or whatever, you name it, the whole fucking nine.
Lightning jutsu.
Yeah, literally, like, bro, like, he just gets fucking folded. You know what I mean? Absolutely fucking wrecked, you know? So, no matter what, like what Ken said, it says only physical attacks. There's a difference between Genjutsu and Ninjutsu and physical attacks. So, that's kind of what you have. And then most importantly, it still says virtually, So meaning, even if we included everything for whatever weird reason, that doesn't mean he can deal with everything. Because that just says almost, everything. Not everything, like all. And also, same thing would apply for physical attacks as well. I'm telling you right now, I know damn well that motherfucker ain't dealing with Guy or Rock Lee's taijutsu either. If those motherfuckers are in the gates, that motherfucker is probably getting killed, Like, I'm just being honest with you. I don't know about all the hearts being killed, but at least one of them, you know what I mean? And I don't think his diamond armor would be able to do anything to protect against that either. Because, like, for instance, like, that's like saying fucking 8th gates or 7th gate won't do shit to Kakuzu. Get the fuck out of here, So, no matter what, that's just kind of what you're working with, but very horrible arguments, trash as fuck, and he literally just copied and pasted and used the same recycled bullshit from Noodles.
I'm pretty sure that Jiraiya doesn't have access to Lightning Style, which is Diamond Morph's counter, so he's basically screwed. But hey...
That's also not necessarily true. Shikamaru technically doesn't have Lightning Style, yet he can utilize tools and scrolls to utilize Lightning Style, and Jiraiya has all that shit as well. So technically you can make a fair argument that all because he doesn't know the nature doesn't mean he can't utilize Lightning Style. Shikamaru literally does it against Kakuzu. And then another thing as well... I would have to look at the data books, but he might have that. But I could be wrong. I think he only has earth and fire. I think he only has earth and fire though as natures.
He has water as well.
Yeah, probably water too. Yeah, but I'll have to go back. I don't remember. But either way, it doesn't even matter. You know what I mean? Like it's just that's something very fucking stupid. You don't need lightning in order to deal with elemental. So the whole elemental ratty ass weakness argument that doesn't also matter because we see the Raikage. If you clearly scale high enough, even if you get hit by your elemental weakness, you can still deal with it. Kakuzu was so garbage that he couldn't be able to deal with his elemental weakness. There is an abundance amount of characters that can literally combat against the elemental weakness and either stalemate or be perfectly fine. Plenty of people. So there's no fucking excuse. And most importantly, yeah.
Your the elements you have, they're lit up, right?
What's that?
The elements that you have, they're lit up on the demo, right?
Yes.
So the only elements that Jiraiya doesn't have is lightning and yin.
Okay. So, and that's kind of what you're working with. So no matter what, and not only that, most importantly, the Rising Gon, which has been shown many, many times consistency-wise, is on the same level as literally Kakashi's Raikiri or Sasuke's Raikiri, okay, or Chidori. Meaning, if a Chidori can do that or whatever, Rising Gon would do the exact same fucking thing. If anything, probably even better, because technically the Rising Gon's also been stated to be more powerful than Chidori or Raikiri. But the problem is Naruto's always holding back, which is why fucking Sasuke never fucking dies, or loses the exchange. So...
This isn't a passive jutsu, so all Jiraiya has to do is hit Kakuzu before he activates it.
That is where you are wrong.
The gap between their speeds might be even wider than the previous one. I can go on and explain to you how Kakuzu can react to a fully transformed Yugito, who can...
That's also not impressive. If Kakuzu can do that, guess what? Kakashi can, Shikamaru can, Yamato can, Naruto can. So many fucking people. Even Choji can. The list goes on, bro. I don't understand why people oh my god, you know what I mean? They fucking freak out. I don't get it. What's up?
I don't know how you're gonna feel about this argument, but I've actually heard people make the argument that that's not actually a fully transformed Yugito.
What the fuck? Why not?
So when you look at the size comparison to what that Yugito is compared to what she ends up being in the war and the full transformation, this Yugito is massively smaller.
Okay. That's it. That is actually interesting to think about. I didn't think because now thinking about it, I think you actually could be onto something. In the war arc, I think she actually might be bigger. You actually might be onto something. And I'll be honest, if that actually is the case, okay, I'm not going to say definitively because I don't remember. But if that actually is the case, that's even worse. That means he's clearly not even going against a full powers Two Tails transformation because it's her tapping into the power. Excuse me, kind of like Naruto utilizing KCM1 and can't use KCM2. That's basically what you're working with in a nutshell. And if that's the case, then it's still not even impressive. But once again, even if that happened, sure, that means he has reaction speed to basically try to block a Two Tails. He couldn't combat it, but he can at least try to block it, and he failed even at that and got bitched and slammed on the ground, and we don't know what happened, whether if he got killed or not. But either way, bottom line is, if Kakuzu can do that, anybody else can do that. Anybody. And we know that because he doesn't even use diamond armor at that point. He does not use that. So if literally he can do that, any other character that literally exchanged blow for blows with him or fought Kakuzu can also do that. Choji and Kakashi could tank blows from a bloodlusted Kakuzu, who has no reason to hold back. And they were perfectly fine. So, once again, if you're going to try to sit here and convince me that fucking Kakuzu is now a god from that 1 feat alone, like, that's just blatant, it's just retarded. It makes no fucking sense.
Keep up with base Killer B, who's relative to KCM Naruto in speed, blah blah blah. Or, most of the community doesn't even notice that the Pains aren't really equals when it comes to speed. The Naraka path gets cucked by Konohamaru. The second animal path can't dodge the Rasen Shuriken unlike the others. The Preda path is the fastest thing in the verse. No, really, this one is actually insane. Jiraiya had to fight a featless Pain plus the slowest.
The problem with the Konohamaru, not only was he already like focusing on other ninja, if I remember correctly, at that point in time, he was also fighting Kakashi and them.
Yeah.
So I just don't think that one was like getting like the full. Basically, I just think Pain just underestimated Konohamaru.
Basically, yeah, and he wasn't given that Path of Pain like full fucking power and chakra to like just speed blitz or just, you know, one shot. He was basically, you know, just doing that, you know, and just kind of fucking around with him. And actually, to even give more, I actually just remember this, he's actually not trying to kill Konohamaru. He's trying to use his ability to get intel of where Naruto is, and that Path of Pain, what he has to do in order to do that, to get intel, he has to grab them, their tongue comes out, he rips it out, and then he's able to get intel and knowledge. The only two Paths of Pains can do that, the soul one and that guy with the dead. So that's actually another factor as well. So meaning...
So, like, he hits Konohamaru as well. Like, the only reason why he hits him is because, like, it's a shadow clone. Konohamaru, like, sneaks up on him when, like, there's no one else there.
Yeah, he was just off guard. And like Ken said, he literally gets Konohamaru. Like, he fucking slams and pins him to a wall. You know what I mean? Like, all because he missed his first couple attacks or whatever, it doesn't matter, it doesn't mean anything. Once again, he's not, like, fully in focusing, like, chakra to him or whatever, going all out. 2... fucking literally, he's not bloodlusted. Like, he's not just trying to flat out kill him instantaneous with a rod or anything like that. Like, he's literally just fucking around with him, toying, trying to grab him, whatever, and then he gets him. That's all that happens. There's really nothing wrong with the fucking fight. And you can also argue, because mental amps and mental nerfs are a thing as well, Konohamaru could just be literally mentally amped at that scene, where he's literally trying to save his sensei and protect him. We all know how that goes, and we all know how mental amps could give you outrageous levels of fucking power, aka being able to be relative to a Path of Pain. You know? There's also nothing wrong with that either. So...
one, if we assume that these two are equal, you know, they're just corpses that Nagato gives chakra to, unlike these guys. And perhaps the fastest, or...
Whoa. Did he just say Nagato gives chakra and power to those passive pains, but Obito doesn't? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What kind of crack is this man?
Weird that he says... Go on.
Go ahead. Oh man, this man has to be trolling, bro. Go ahead, Ken.
I find it weird that he says one of them is corpses, but the other isn't. Like, they're all dead bodies.
Literally. And not only that, they all have rods that are used to control the movements. Otherwise, Kabuto could just control them, and Obito is fucked. That's why he put rods in them to begin with. Okay. And once again, the rods, the whole point of that, if you actually read Naruto or watch the anime, that is how you give your chakra to let them do whatever the fuck they need to do. Like, this man deadass just said... That only happens to the Paths of Pain. That is insane. Well, holy shit. I guess Obito was just controlling them with his Sharingan the whole time, you know? So.
Oh, yeah. One of the things that people tend, and I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but just people controlling someone with the rods passively powers people up. Because the way you control people with these rods is you put your chakra in them to control their chakra.
Yeah.
So no matter what, a bit of your power is being put into them.
Exactly. So, yeah, this guy is, I don't know. I do not know.
At least second fastest, and he cannot do anything to this guy. It was so bad that he had to retreat. And
apparently Konohamaru is fucking what was it? Oh yeah, apparently that's what I was gonna say. Konohamaru is stronger than Seizo and Jiraiya now, I guess. By his logic, you know. Because like... Seizo and Jiraiya and base Jiraiya couldn't do absolutely shit against any of the passive pains. You know what I mean? They were all equal in stats or relative, bare minimum. But you know, I guess, you know, by that logic, like, remember Ken? Like, Jiraiya fought all of them at once, you know? Like, blocking and aiming and moving, and they all just beat him up and jump his ass. So I guess Konohamaru is, I don't know, Jiraiya level now, you know, whatever.
He was pooping on these two? They were relative, bro. To the point where this guy was fast enough to drop a summoning and block Kabari Senbon, stated to be his fastest jutsu. So Kakuzu is faster than Kakashi. Kakashi is relative to the Diva Path, which should be fast.
What the Okay.
I'm sorry, can I hear that again?
Kakashi is relative to the Jutsu. So
We're about to have some outrageous chain scaling right now.
Kakuzu is faster than Kakashi. Kakashi is relative to the Diva Path, which should be faster than the Asura. The Asura Path is the one that blitzed Sage Jiraiya and just destroyed him.
NFL and CBS is streaming live on Paramount Plus. Let's go.
Thank God we have a fucking ad. Holy shit. This will be edited out, but thank the fucking heavens. Holy shit, I'm losing. Apparently Kakuzu is faster than Kakashi now, even though the entire fight, manga and anime, they are literally equal to each other. Oh man.
58. Whew, things are heating up.
I think he just accidentally said Kakashi faster than Sage Naruto.
Basically. Yeah. Like his whole... I can skip now. His whole scaling that he just did right there is... Jiraiya is slower than Pain. Kakashi's faster than Pain. And Kakuzu's faster than Kakashi. That's what he literally just did. So it's...
Kakashi fought Kakuzu like hand to hand.
Literally. A weaker Kakashi, technically, too. Hand to hand. Or even if you don't want to count the anime, which, once again, the anime's canon is just extra detail, the manga literally shows them both dealing with each other. It shows Kakashi blitzing Kakuzu from behind, and also reacting to Hidan and Kakuzu attacking him at the same time in the manga. It also shows Kakuzu blitzing Kakashi from behind, because the only time they ever get blitzed is when it's from behind. Okay. And the only time Kakuzu ever blitzes Kakashi in front is when he's within close range to Kakashi, and he goes into his next transformation, which amps his chakra levels and his threat perception and range, you name it. And he was basically able to catch Kakashi off guard. It wasn't necessarily a speed blitz, but by definition it is, because Kakashi couldn't even do anything. But he does that, but then literally when the fight continues, Kakashi literally runs with a Chidori, cuts his tentacles while he's in that form, saves Naruto, and doesn't get blitzed again. Proving that Kakuzu is not, it's not speed blitzing fucking speed, because if it was, he could just deal with Kakashi at any fucking point in time and grab him again and kill them both, you know? So,
I mean, if you want to be fair, Kakashi has 2 speed blitz moments over Kakuzu. Kakuzu only has the one there, if we want to do that logic.
Yeah. So, like, no matter what, like, bro, come on. Like, bottom line is, manga gives an abundance amount of evidence that it's clearly contentious and that they're most definitely equal to each other. You know what I mean? Even Hidan was like fucking going blow for blow, manga and anime, with Kakashi. Even Hidan, you know? And Hidan and Kakuzu has been shown to be on the same exact level, at least base to base. So, like, it's like, that's just, I don't know. Like, this guy, that chain scaling would never ever work in a million fucking years. Holy shit.
That's it.
What did you say?
It was at this moment that he knew.
Kakuzu's attack power is off the charts. So we know that these two had to take on people with high bounties, Jinchurikis, even Bijus. Yet Hidan states that this little routine, which is basically using Kakuzu's futon mask while taking advantage of Hidan's immortality, has never failed to get the job done. And the only reason Kakashi survived is his Sharingan. There's also his Raiton mask. Kakashi needed 2 whole Raikiris to cancel it. But
remember, Kakuzu is faster than Kakashi. Like, let me ask you this, Ken. Okay, I need your help, please, because I don't get this. You know, if you're faster than me, okay, why does it take for a 2v1 situation? Does that make any sense? If you're faster than me, why does you and your buddy have to try to jump me and kill me? How does that work? How are you just faster? You know, or
the only way I can think is if you're just really lazy, man.
Right? Like, you would have to argue Kakuzu is so fucking lazy that he just doesn't even need to, which is completely out of character, because if you analyze Kakuzu as a person, he is always bloodlusted and has zero fucking patience and does not fuck around or bullshit. Hit-on does, not him. You know, so that makes no absolutely fucking sense. And two, most importantly, Kakuzu literally wants Kakashi dead. He cares about bounties. Imagine the bounty that's on Kakashi, okay, out of all fucking people. If it was as simple as, oh, I'm just so much faster, all Kakuzu has to do then is just run up and kill him. Instead, he's using his puppets and hit-on to try to kill the guy. If he clearly was faster, he would just do it himself. He wouldn't be utilizing his mass puppets and hit-ons combo kamikaze attacks in order to get the fucking job done. That makes no fucking sense. Like,
but like, here's the thing, like, Kakuzu, like, even, like, acknowledges Kakashi's, like, a really strong, like, worthy opponent.
Literally.
That's why he, like, wants to take his heart from him.
Literally. You know what I mean? And then not only that, like, once again, in the manga, if you don't even want to include the anime, like, they're literally shown to be equal the entire fucking time. Plenty of implications that they're fighting the whole time. You know? Bro, even this even makes it even worse. That's like saying Shikamaru is faster than Kakashi. Shikamaru could dodge a full-speed bloodlusted attack from base Kakuzu. What about that?
Well, don't you know that Shikamaru just has, like, no anti-feats? He's just, like, QB level.
Yeah. You know? Fuck it. Oh, man.
Also uses this exact panel to explain how two jutsus of the same element, equally as strong, would cancel each other. And this is really impressive because the Raikiri is basically an instant kill move in most cases. There's also other things like how the fire and air combination cannot be stopped by Kakashi's water wall, which is able to block Itachi's B-class jutsus. He can also destroy a super duper gate with a mere punch. But these feats don't really add anything to the discussion, unfortunately.
He did that with Diamond Armor, by the way, if you actually pay attention.
I don't understand why destroying a big gate is impressive.
So if you look right here, I'll pause it.
Destroy a super...
See? Diamond Armor, it's black. So who the fuck cares? Who cares, bro? Like, all Kakashi would have to do to replicate a similar feat is just apply chakra control and punch a fucking door, you know? Tsunade can do it without Diamond Armor. Sakura can. Tail Beast, fucking, or Rising on a Raikiri, you name it. Or just use chakra. Like, who the fuck cares?
Super duper gate with a mere punch. But
Kakashi could just use Earth Style and put a rock on his fucking arm and do the same shit. Who the fuck cares?
Don't really add anything to the discussion, unfortunately.
You know what I just thought of?
If we use the...
If Kakuzu is like this powerful, like, god being entity, I don't want to know how powerful this monk is.
That's right, because yeah, that monk was going blow for blow with him. Or in the manga, like, he's literally shown and implied to be able to have a full fight with them and then defeated in the end by Hidon's ritual. I guess that monk is a god, bro. You know?
This monk shows up, he just beats Ishiki, apparently.
Yeah. Like, shit.
Anime, it gets even worse for Frog Boy. The heart avatars are relative to Kakashi in speed, and they can also fly. What about Jiraiya's durability, though? I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not really sure myself. Yeah, his arm...
And I love how everything he's showing is from the anime, for the most part. Literally 95% of his evidence is anime. Yet he not once shows Kakashi going blow for blow with Kakuzu. Not once. Because he knows if he actually applied some fucking transparency in this troll-ass video, or if he's being dead-ass, this retarded-ass video, okay, that would completely debunk everything he is presenting right now. You know what I mean? Like, bro, this shit is hilarious.
Just pull out the data book scan of Jiraiya that says, like, he has, like, bottomless strength.
Yeah. At this point, yeah, to match his fucking energy. You know, yeah, we see Jiraiya fight against 6-path scaling and Boruto, technically. So, yeah, the data book is correct, you know, with the mental amp. So, but fucking But literally, like, and not only that, what also doesn't make sense either, he's saying, like, the mask are, like, relative to Kakashi or whatever. You want to know what's funny about that? If they're all relative, you know, so think about it this way. If I have one person that's relative, and there's multiple masks, right? So meaning, if I'm fighting, like, 4 fucking masks now, I'm going to get overwhelmed and fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I will get fucked up. Like, if I'm fighting 4 people that are either equal or relative to me, like, I'm fucked. You know, sure, I could be able to do it 1, maybe 2, but 4 or multiple? What the fuck? Or especially if Kakuzu is also in the same ballpark, which you blatantly see in the manga and anime, that also doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I don't get it.
Off by this guy, but for all we know, he might have 10 tails attack potency. He gets stabbed by a Rinnegan rod, but the only anti-feat that these things have is when Naruto shattered one of them. Other than that, they're pretty much unstoppable, even in the Boruto era. Now, to be honest, if Kakuzu struggles to cause
one bow.
Yeah.
Kakashi can just cut the same tendrils with his, like, Chidori.
Literally. Yeah. Fucking, the rods are actually really, really fucking strong. They're showing to pierce V2 armors, which is insane in a feat itself. And they can also pierce Naruto. That's also another common misconception. Naruto literally grabs the rod and literally, like, stabs himself with it while in Sage Mode to literally find out where he is. And Pain tries to stab Naruto many, many times when he's in Sage Mode. And what does Naruto do? Grab it or move out of the way. He doesn't just pull a fucking Superman and eats that shit. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, so that's also blatantly dishonest. The reason why it looks like it just shattered upon Naruto's body is because when Naruto moves, the anime provides more detail. Okay, when he moves, he literally palm strikes right at the middle of the rod to where it breaks it in half. If you watch the anime, it gives you way more detail of what actually happens. It's not like Naruto's doing a palm strike directly at a knife coming at him or the rod, you know, and it's just shattering on contact. So once again, blatant dishonesty.
Damage to Jiraiya, he can always just remove Ma and Pa, then wait for him to lose Sage Mode and his increased durability with it. Frog Song! Frog Song! Frog Song! I know demonic illusion is usually the go-to argument whenever we talk about this man. It's insane! Just how many people overhype this shit. Yes, this Genjutsu is OP when it works, just like every single other one, but they always forget to mention its flaws. Demonic illusion takes forever to activate. First, they need to focus, and then the melody itself also needs time to start working. Oh, and it reveals exactly where they are, of course. And I'm skipping the bitchin' and moaning part, by the way. Now tell me, why would this warrior with decades of experience go full Dragon Ball Z mode and wait for his opponents to concoct their deadliest jutsus? The only way for this fight to even take place is if we assume that Jiraiya enters the battlefield with Sage Mode already activated, because Kakuzu would rip him apart before he even thinks about summoning the sages. Other than some hype statements that he cannot even back up, there is nothing we can use to put Jiraiya on Kakuzu's league. Liar! But Itachi said that. Do I need to talk about this? It feels like everyone does, even when there is no reason to.
Say the line!
Itachi is a double agent.
Yeah!
I mean, it's possible that Jiraiya was supposed to be a beast at first, but ended up receiving the Hiruzen treatment. Pain also said that if Jiraiya knew his secret, he would have won. Now, obviously, his secret is none of these guys is the real Pain. So he was probably thinking that if Jiraiya found his real body, he would have easily killed him at this point. Or maybe he could have killed all the Pains in their sleep if he found this room. But it doesn't have anything to do with demonic illusion. I mean, he struggled so...
That's another thing that's also incorrect. Even if Jiraiya actually found Nagato, Nagato can still utilize his arms and jutsus, and Nagato would absolutely fucking fold Jiraiya. We've seen what he can do in the war arc. He would destroy his bitch. It'd be even worse, okay, if that motherfucker did that. Better yet, Nagato, while extremely fatigued, was still willing to scrap and fight against Sage Mode Naruto face to face, and even against QB fucking Sage Mode Fusion Naruto. Okay? Like, he could still utilize all his jutsus. He could also still be able to move, because we literally see a white-haired, same crippled body Nagato moving as well. Like, so no, that's also doesn't make sense. Better yet, when he literally is fought against Hanzo and has all the rods in him, you name it, he could still move as well. So that's also not correct. The only fair two interpretations you could have for the secret statement is either if all the 6 passive pains were there and they got hit by Frog Song off guard, that then there you go, he would have lost technically the fight itself. Or 2, that if Jiraiya like somehow, some way found out where he was, that maybe now somehow, some way he could be able to win. But once again, that doesn't make any fucking sense because even Nagato himself is ridiculously strong. So overall, what I think it mainly is, the most fair and higher possibility interpretation of that statement is just the fact that if all 6 passive pains were there, it would have been GG, right? It makes sense. But that's all you really have with that. Anyways, I'm not going to watch further with this video. I'm also disliking it. Regardless if he's either trolling or if he's being 100% legit, it's just a garbage-ass video. I don't, it is what it is. It was funny, though. All the editing, you name it, that it had some comical value. Better than that, it was really, really bad. Just to have a simple debunk, because I already know this video is already as long as it is, and Ken can add to it as well if he wants. Jiraiya absolutely, once again, slams. Okay, we have simple, chain scaling to where I'll just come out with one fucking statement to where literally Paul says Jiraiya in Sage Money, you name it, whatever, is nowhere near Pain's power. Literally says it's verbatim and was not able to beat him. Okay, and says Naruto, if you want to even have any fucking chance whatsoever, you need to learn Sage Mode. Okay, so meaning Naruto is also below fucking Jiraiya. Okay, plenty of things and statements to prove that he's also below Jiraiya. But either way, and then Naruto's like, okay, so if I mastered Sage Mode, would I still be able to beat Pain? And Paul just flat out says no. Even with Sage Mode, you more than likely cannot beat him, but it's the only thing that gives you at least a chance. You know what I mean? So no matter what, you have all of that, and we know blatantly that Sage Mode Naruto is way more stronger than base Naruto. I don't think any fucking idiot on the face of this planet would want to contest that. Do you want to add at least something to that before I continue to the next thing, Ken?
The only thing I kind of want to add is, realistically, I just think that if Jiraiya were to fight Kakuzu and he was having problems, he would just have to drop Gamma Bunta. I think Gamma Bunta would be strong enough to beat Kakuzu on his own.
Yes. Yeah.
My reasoning for this is we know that Orochimaru should be able to fight Kakuzu, and we know that Gamma Bunta should be relative to Manda, who should just be stronger than Orochimaru.
Yeah, and then not only that, fucking, what's it called? Gamma Bunta literally would just speed blitz in one shot, and we know that because he was able to pierce Shukaku's sand armor, which is insane. Like, absolutely ridiculous. And like, yes, technically, like, I do know around that time, like, that wasn't technically full power Shikaku, but it's still a tail beast and it's still sand, and we know how crazy powerful that shit is, and he was still able to fucking fight it, you know what I mean? And then eventually, once Shikaku is at full power, you know what I mean, then he's still combating against it and tanking the attacks or whatever and fighting, you name it, okay, and this goes from there. So, like, overall, if you're gonna sit here and say Kakuzu has better durability than fucking Shukaku's sand, okay, which, mind you, Shukaku's durability feats is being shown over here tank Madara Susanoo's fucking attacks with Sage Mode, okay? That's just insane to me. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Kakuzu literally gets cut up like butter from blades, literally is getting fucked up by Raikuris, also had to use diamond armor to protect himself from paper bombs. He does not have fucking god tier durability in base. His diamond armor is the only thing that even gives him a decent durability and whatnot. And that durability can be surpassed. We've blatantly seen that. So you have all that. And then most importantly, once again, the reason why Jiraiya just utterly slams Kakuzu is because literally he's over here combating against Pain. And in some sense, while Pain is holding back, he's showing a form of relativity. That alone is just insanely impressive. Pain has been stated several times to be the strongest of the Akatsuki. Literally multiple occasions. Data books, manga, you name it, etc. And then not only that, fucking Kakuzu once again gets defeated in Speed Blitz by Baby Juice Kyuubi Naruto. Think of that. He gets beat up by that Naruto. Naruto wasn't even stronger than base Jiraiya. Okay, it's literally just flat out shown over and over. It took for him to have Sage Mode to surpass Jiraiya, meaning say his Sage Mode and his base. And Kyuubi Naruto is over here getting bitched and dealt with by Kakashi in early Shippuden, remind you. okay, literally dealt with, while Kakuzu can't deal with that fucking Naruto, okay? Like, Kakashi is over here being shown to deal with him, whatever. Bottom line is, what I'm basically getting at is Kakashi and Kakuzu basically scale to QB Naruto in a sense. They're relative, okay? And the fact that Naruto can just add his shadow clones and then basically help with time intervals, and just think about it, it makes sense logically. The more people you have, the more of an advantage you're going to have in order to create blind spots, or the advantage to basically catch your opponent before they can even react. It's going to slow down your reaction time, especially if you're going against multiple fucking people, okay? So if there's like multiple Kakashis coming at you and you scale to one Kakashi, obviously eventually you're going to get caught lacking. And Naruto just says verbatim, only that 2 shadow clones isn't enough for his speed and whatever you name it. 3 would be just enough and perfect. 3 fucking clones, meaning if Kakashi made 3 clones and did a Raikiri, that would also be enough. So bottom line is, if Kakuzu's over here scaling to Kakashi and Naruto, okay, and also Kakashi flat out says verbatim that fucking, if you guys never showed up, I would have had to use my MS and defeat Kakuzu. So he flat out admits that he would have defeated Kakuzu and end up in the hospital bed. So like, there's just so much fucking evidence, bro. There is so much fucking evidence of Kakuzu just blatantly scaling to Kakashi and Naruto. So you would literally have to prove that Naruto is now stronger than Jiraiya and now stronger than fucking Pain in base or with a QB amp. That makes no fucking sense. We've seen Pain fight V2 Six Tails. We've seen him fight Sageman Naruto, etc., etc. Even full transformation. It's absolutely delusional. So, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah. So that statement where they say Naruto had to use 3 clones in order to distract Kakuzu to hit him.
Yeah.
One of the things I don't like about that statement is people take out the fact that at that point in time, Kakuzu is fighting at a range, and Naruto has to get up close to him.
Yeah, he has the advantage.
Basically,
literally.
So he's not saying like, "Oh, he's so much faster than me. I need like to distract him." It's basically just, "Oh, he's got this range ability which can stop me. I need to get around his range."
Literally. I mean, to compensate for the range speed and shit, and you name it. He literally says that too. Like, he just, when he explains and is thinking of it, and you name it. And it's like, it's just fucking hilarious. It's like, if Naruto would a baby-ass amp from the QB, okay, and mind you, was also unintended. He does not want to use the QB's power. He flat out concedes in Naruto and literally says, I will never use the power of the QB, because he has a whole full morality conversation with Yamato, and Yamato just flat out tells him, use your own power, do not use the eyes of the Nine Tails or that power alone, because you would just end up hurting your comrades. You can't control it yet. Okay, Naruto swears and promises himself to never use it, and he doesn't break it until the Pain arc. Okay, so he like doesn't even want to use the power. It only happened because what we do know also is whenever Naruto is feeling high emotions or has a lot of adrenaline, you name it, etc., stressful shit, that sometimes it could just leak out on accident. You know what I mean? And it was a baby-ass amp because he doesn't even have the full entire QB look. It's nothing like what it was against Data and Sasori, nothing like it was against Orochimaru, etc. Literally a baby-ass amp, okay? Even Orochimaru, like, is like way beyond QB fucking Naruto. Like, not even 3 tails could beat Orochimaru. He had to go 4 tails to beat Asani. You know what I mean? While Kakuzu can't even deal with a fucking QB Naruto, bro. Like, and you're gonna sit here and tell me that Kakuzu now beats Jiraiya? They flat out scaled a 4 tails Naruto. You would have to prove to me that Kakuzu can now beat 4 tails Naruto. You know what I mean? Like, it's just absolutely outlandish and just ridiculous, you know? So, I just want to put that all out there, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was at least entertaining for you. It's definitely an abundance of debunkable material and really, really fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. No matter what, shout out to Gritty. Give him all the love and support. If you vibe with his content, whatever, check him out, whatever, yada, yada. Anyways, make sure you leave a like, comment your thoughts down below. Subscribe for more content. Subscribe you guys on the channel. Batman out. Peace.